what time is it? It's Sampstra Games time, and we're gonna play Factory Town. Now, our job is to build a school. Now, for school, we're gonna need paper in the lumber mills, and that needs water. So we currently have two options. If you build a building, like a lumber mill here, you can see it's now blue. That means they're kind of in range of water, so we could do that. But originally I wanted to have this up here, so if you're gonna have this up here, you're gonna need to build a water well and have actually a person delivering it. Or we could just kind of change our mind and have the research, for example, somewhere here, then have people moving it over there, which could work. But I think we're gonna build it up here and build a water well. So let's build a lumber mill. And we currently cannot set up the paper just yet. First we need to build that school, so let's build a school. We're gonna have a school. Now, I don't quite know if the paper can go on chutes, so we're going to have to find out. So a school will let you research many new buildings and useful technologies. Now, we just did that, so we're going to set this to paper. And we're going to need to build a water well so that we can actually bring the water there. So let's build a water well. We're going to have one here, I think. I don't think water goes on chutes, does it? No. Doesn't seem to. So let's take a person. If I take the water, you know, yeah, it doesn't go on shoot. So we can just undo this, and removing gives you back 100%, so it's okay to try it. So we have a person doing that. Then we need a person. We're gonna build a chute for the wood. We're gonna have a person bringing the wood there. Do we want to have two? We could have two. Why not? We have enough workers for now. And this is going to be making paper. Now let's try to build a chute. And we can see that this is not working, so we're going to need a worker here. So we're going to have a worker. And we're going to have him carry paper to the school. To have paper, the lumber mill can now produce water. This recipe requires water. You can tell a worker to bring water or place a new lumber mill next to water to automatically supply it. So we're doing the well thingy, but it's okay. He's just doing it by himself. It's fine. So here, complete research. The school will need lots of paper and coins to complete the research. Select the school, hit the select recipe button and choose any research recipe. Bring the paper to the school so it can complete the research. Coins are automatically deducted from your inventory. Produce the research recipe enough time to complete the research. So we can pick between, we can do farming, basic logistics, which will give us conveyor belts, forestry, which will allow us to replant forests, and metallurgy, which is good for railways. Now we're going to start this off. So we actually need red coins for this. So we're going to start off with farming, I think, because that will allow us to have a lot more stuff for red coin. Because as you saw here in the economy, a lot of the red coin is like, well, actually it's mostly meat. So we have like jams, which we could make, or dairy or stuff like that. Shirts. Ooh, nails or wood axes. Okay. It's actually, I was gonna say most of it is fruit, but actually it's not that much fruit. Fruit is mostly for this stuff. But we can do like stuff like this. For fish, we would need something for fish, like fishery, and that's, yeah, we actually have to unlock animal pastures after farming. Yeah, but I think we're gonna stick to farming. We'll do the basic logistics and forestry afterwards, I think. And then the animal pasture, which would be good. Oh, and boat building would be good for fish. So now, right now, what we need is we need way more red coins, right? So we're gonna need to build probably either more stonemason, or just let this go a bit faster. So it seems like it's just about getting all the stone, so it's working like continuously. So I'm thinking let's just copy it. I think if you click C, yeah, you can just copy a building. So build another one right there. And we're gonna add a chute here, same like before, like that. Undo that and rotate just this way. And then we're gonna have additional person who will take the wood and bring it there. Sorry, the stone, not the wood. Probably need two. Yeah, I think we might need two. Place another one there. You take the stone, bring it over. And your job is to make stone brick. And I'm thinking about just building one more wagon. So we're going to take a wagon. And you're going to take the stuff from the stonemason to... Wait. To where? No, not to the base. bad choice. From the stonemason to the general store. Let me try this one more time. Stonemason. No. I just can't seem to click it. Stop. Stop what you're doing. You want to take this. No. Stop. This to there. It just doesn't want to do it. General store. Take the stone bricks and bring them to the general store. Thank you. This worker that's doing that, we can delete it. And then we need to have one more. Yeah, this wagon is bringing stuff from here. No. Again. Seems to be buggy. Okay, we have finished farming. Farms will automatically harvest nearby resources and replant them when depleted. Form tiles, water, fertilizer will speed crop growth speeds. Okay, so first I'm going to pause and I'm going to try this again because this just doesn't seem to be working for me. You need to take this and bring it to the barn. Good. Okay. We're going to allow probably 150 stone bricks, I think. Stone bricks. Yeah. So let's unpause. Okay, we have finished the research for farming. So next thing I want to focus on is the animal pasture. Then we'll do basic logistics and forestry, I think. To complete research, the school will need lots of paper and coins to complete the research. Select the school, hit the select recipe button and choose any other research recipe. Bring the paper to the school so you can complete the research. Coins are automatically deducted from your inventory. Yeah, we already read that. End of tutorial. That's the end of the tutorial. Keep growing your time, completing research and optimizing and automating. Check out the help menu anytime for more information. Now, first thing I'd like to do is I'd like to build a farm, possibly for grain, because we actually want to actually have lots of grain so that we can use it for the grain mill. Now, question is, where do we want to place the farm? We could place one here, but it's kind of in the way. Or we could have one over here. Oh, okay, we have herbs and potatoes, and this is something that you want to keep in a barn so that you can plant it in your later in the farm. So you need to have at least one resource. So we're going to take you, and your job is to bring all the potatoes to the barn. And once he does that, we're going to tell him to do the same thing with the herbs. So we're going to have some potatoes in storage. So how do we want to do the grain thing? Because eventually we probably want to use up all this grain. So I'm thinking we're going to have the farm somewhere maybe here. You could have like a row of farms maybe next to each other and make some stuff. Maybe even make something like we'd actually need a kitchen to make something fancier. So we can make potatoes and give these guys fruits. While we're kind of waiting on this. Yeah, that could work. Let's build a farm with potatoes. That could be cool. So we're going to build a farm. So let's go to buildings and to a farm. Yeah, for that we need an extra worker. So first thing we gotta do is build more houses. We're gonna add the houses here, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And wow, these guys are taking a while. Let me help them by building them a chute. And just tell them to bring it to the chute. Gonna be faster. And now let's go back here and make that farm. So we're gonna build a farm. Actually, we could even build the farm here. That could work too. Okay. Now, first thing the farm's going to need is water. So we're gonna make potatoes. Now you can apply water and fertilizer to kind of speed it up, but the problem with that is it actually slows down the harvesting time. So it's better if you don't. We're going to set this up to basic logistics, then we'll work on forestry. So you can actually stop doing that because we now have some potatoes in storage, and this is going to be making me the actual potatoes from these things, and it's going to regrow them slowly. But we might want to build like a farm tile to speed up the regrowth. So let's go to farming. I'm just going to show you. Oh, sorry. Go to farm tile and you can place it. Oh, we would need 2 fertilizer, which we don't have. Okay, well in that case we'll just leave it alone. We have some potatoes here and we're gonna use, I think we'll use a wagon to bring it to the food market. It's gonna have a bit of a hard time to drive around here, but it's fine. Just build a wagon. We're gonna need conveyor belts later to actually, like, get this to go straight through. Now, how are we gonna pick the path? Maybe through this even? I'd like to build like a road for these wagons to go through. Like a main road. So let's build a road. First of all, we seem to have a road towards the general store. So we could do that. It's a good idea to have a double road so that the wagons, if they need to, they can kind of move away to give space to each other. Like you can see this one kind of drove around. So it's a good idea if you have like a double path. And then we're going to need a secondary path like that. Like that. From there. Hopefully the wagon will now move that way. Oh, actually it's not going to the general store, it's going to here, but... Oh, I guess we could have a path like this. But see, now we would have to remove some of the mana shards to... Or we could pause. I don't want to demolish it. But we cannot relocate it, so... We have to remove 2 mana shards, which I don't really want. Or give a path through there. Or we could just try to make a road this way and hope that they'll move around like that. Maybe, we'll see. I'll just leave them the way, it's fine. So we're selling now some potatoes. Unfortunately, that's just for yellow coins though. Oh, and you need water in order to be able to regrow. Actually, you don't need water. But I think it's if you have some water here, I think it speeds up the regrowth of the potatoes. Yeah, but so we seem to be doing way fast for that wagon anyway, so we don't really need to worry. Unless, do we want to add another wagon? What are you guys doing? You're not all getting your potatoes. No. So we could actually just build another wagon. No, I wanted to. Okay. I was going to copy that. It just keeps giving me the road. Okay, so we're gonna do worker. A wagon, another one. Your job is to also take potatoes to there. And hopefully it will help. Yeah, if in the worst case they have to kind of drive around here, which is a little irritating, but it's fine. You just bring it to the general store. Yeah, you don't want any potatoes. Kind of misclick on that one. Okay, so we are making potatoes now. What are we researching? Basic logistics, that's good. We do need lots of paper for that. So, yeah, that's fine. You could be producing faster, but... or we could build another lumber mill. Do that. Just to speed this up. Because we seem to be fine on the red coin, even though we're just getting... What is it we're even selling for the red coin again? Oh, the stone breaks. Yeah, but we should have more of those now, so that's good. And we should also upgrade all of these houses. Just to make sure that we have as many people as possible. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to copy one of these buildings. And we're going to again have a chute here. And we're going to have 2 workers. 1, 2, handling the stuff from the trees to the chute. And then you're going to be making paper. And then we're going to have additional worker that's going to take the water from there to there. An additional worker that's going to be taking all the paper to here. Good, now we've set this up. Good. Now I would like to do more in the economy. So we are making potatoes, which are selling for 1 in the fruits and vegetables category. But we now do have animal pasture. So we could, for example, be making beef, which is fairly good, and it's also going for red coin. So, but for that we need grain, which we need to supply to the pasture. And for that we will need conveyor belts. We also kind of need cloth. So you have some potatoes in storage. Let me get a person who give you herbs. So we can have herbs. And what are we going to need for cloth? Well, actually, we're going to worry about that a little bit later. So right now, let's just... Oh, we're going to need cotton. Yeah. So let's have a person delivering some cotton from there to there. It's a long way, but So are we gonna do this, like set limit to this? So this is gonna be cotton. And maybe the last one could be grain. So that we can make sure that we can plant grain wherever we need it. Where is grain? Grain. I don't see grain. Yeah, here. Good. And we can have a person delivering grain to the barn as well. Okay, so how are we going to do this, right? We want to do the production. So we're going to need a farm, and then we're going to need animal pasture. So let's build a farm. Sorry, buildings, farm. We maybe want to have it here and use actually this grain. We could. So use that grain, and your job is to make grain. Then we probably need animal feed for the animal pasture, so we're gonna need a grain mill like that. Now we can actually connect this with the chute, which is kind of cool. So we're gonna have that. You're gonna make animal feed. Ooh, we've unlocked basic logistics. So we can now have cloth conveyor belts, which is very cool. Conveyor belts are critical tools for automating your town. Place them on a building's front tile and resources will automatically be output on them and carried away. You can also directly feed the resources into any other side or level of a building from belt. Yeah, that's very cool. So let's just set up another resource. We're gonna go for forestry now, I think. And while we wait on that, we want to get more of this. So we're doing the grain mill. Here we've set up animal feed. We're already starting to do that. Good. And then we want to place animal pasture. We're going to have it there. And we got to think about what we want to do here. We're going to need animal feed and water in order to make... And we could do an egg. Let's actually check the economy. Now, one egg is 10% sells for 1 coin. Beef is 40% of the category and sells for 3 coins. So we're gonna go for beef. Actually, is it effective? Because if you look at this, egg needs 1 animal feed and 1 water. But beef needs 4 of each. And beef actually sells for a little bit less. However, it gives us fertilizer, which is not bad because we do need that for the... in order to be able to place farm towns. But I want to keep looking at this. So how is leather, raw chicken, or milk sold for? Raw chicken is 30%, only 2 coins. So that's worse. How is milk? Milk is for yellow coins. We don't want those. So interestingly, beef is actually worse than egg. Because beef only sells for 3 coins, but it needs 4 of stuff, while eggs only needs 1. But we do get that fertilizer, which is nice. What was the last thing we had? Leather? Leather sells... Oh... We finished the first... You know what, let's just do... We'll just do the eggs. We don't really need the... Well... No, let's do the beef. And we're gonna have a person... I'm gonna build a secondary barn, I think. Now, I don't know if fertilizer can go on chute. No, can't. Okay, so we're gonna have a person taking fertilizer to the barn. And are we gonna have a wagon? I think so. Bring it to the food market? Yeah, we'll try. So we're gonna have a building. Let's build a wagon. Go. And you're gonna take this beef and you're gonna bring it to the food market. So it's gonna take all the beef and sell it, hopefully. Now you need water. So for that I'm gonna use the second trick with water, which is actually to just lower the terrain. Let's go to tools, terrain block down. I'm gonna do it like that. And this should supply you guys with water. Yes, we have plenty of water. We're still waiting on animal feed. Now, animal feed, do you go on this? Yes. So just the grain mill can just bring all the animal feed. Also, there should be a way to kind of increase the terrain a bit. Yeah. Yeah, like that. So we can make this a little bit smaller. This guy can move on it. That's good. So he's bringing the stuff to the barn. So we have some fertilizer. So if we, for example, need to have more potatoes here or something, we can just add it up. That's good. We don't really seem to need it right now, so that's okay. And now we're getting some beef, which we can then sell here for a lot more money, for actually 3 red coins, which is really good. And we get that fertilizer as well. Yeah, sometimes they have to drive around here. I'm really thinking whether we want to remove... We'd have to remove all 4 of these mana shards, which is not great. But... we'll do it. Let's remove resource. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can copy a road. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they can kind of drive around each other more intelligently, so that's good. So now we're getting a source of red coins. Let's set up the next research, which is going to be medicine, for example. Okay, so now that we have done that, I think... yeah, we're gonna have to work on cloth conveyor belts because that's very important. You need those for lots of... oh, and we've run out of grain here, so we're gonna need to place a farm. And I'm actually thinking it might be a good idea to kind of build this grain mill elsewhere instead of having it here, where we kind of eventually want to have more houses and other stuff. You could just build another grain mill and possibly another farm over here and use that. That could be good. Yeah, you don't need to work, guy, anymore. Oh, and you can actually see here that this is kind of being regrown. We're kind of waiting for that grain to be regrown. Yeah, we could just build another farm here, have another grain mill, and then potentially have another wagon bringing stuff over. Seems like so. Let's actually do it from the get-go. We're gonna build a secondary farm there. We're gonna set this to grain. Then we're gonna copy this grain mill. Place a worker. Oh, we don't actually have a worker. Okay, so we're gonna need to upgrade more of our houses, which we can, to level 3. Good, let's do it. Good. And we need another worker. Actually, we just need a chute. We don't even need the worker. Good. And then you are supposed to make flour. And we're gonna have a wagon. Actually, we could bring this over on a chute. Because flour rolls on chute. We could have it go like that. We could bring it to, I don't know. We have to bring it to a much higher level, which we could. So if we build this like a 3 high, we would need some logistical blocks. We would need like a... oh, let's do it again. Logistical blocks. We would need structural blocks. We would need like a wooden arches. 1, 2... I think that's actually enough. We're gonna have 1, 2 here. Or is it 3? Let's try 3. Just to make sure. Okay. So then here we need to be 1, 2, 3 high. It's just like 2, and that's just like 1. And then we need to build a ramp. Scaffold ramp. Oh, but chutes cannot go up. Okay. So we're gonna need, we would need conveyor belts for that, which we don't have yet. So let's just do it this way. We're just gonna let the chute go. For now, we'll let it go to like here. And then we're gonna have a worker. It's gonna be taking the stuff from the chute. Sorry, let's try again. From the chute. Oh, it's because he has something in his hand. You have flour. Just bring it to the food market. Yeah, from there. Is it not working? From here to there. Oh, it's because he has something in his hand. So we gotta send him to, like, let it go. And then he can bring it from there to there. Yeah, now take stuff from chute and bring them there. Now. Just doesn't want to work for me. Yeah, now. Can a wagon do this? That's my question, because if so, I'd rather have that. Can you take stuff from there? Yeah. Like that. Yes. So then this worker can be removed again. Go away. Let that wagon do its thing instead. Oh, but it's only taking 1 through the chute instead of 4. But it's still moving faster, so we'll let it do it. You need to build a barn or a silo. Do we have a silo? No. Well, we could build a barn here. Let the chute go in the barn. As soon as we have conveyor belts, we'll change this anyway. And then you... This is the wagon that was taking the stuff from the chute, right? You take the stuff from here to there. Are you producing more? Now you don't have enough grain. Why? Oh, because all of this is we're growing. So we're going to need to place more farm tiles, which we can now because we have the fertilizer. So let's build, no, sorry, one more time. Farm tile. And we can place like, I don't know, 4 or 8, maybe even more. And then we have, what we have to do next is we need to actually plant grain, which again is good because we have some in the barn. Place some there. Yeah, we have no more grain, so we cannot do it anymore. We have no more in this. What was your job? Your job was to bring herbs. We have all the herbs. Your job is now going to be to bring some grain towards that barn. Because... yeah, that should help. Now you, why are you not bringing your flour from here to there? Take flour, bring it to there. Okay. Okay, so now we're properly selling flour. And yeah, these guys you can all stop. No need, and we can remove that. We can also remove all of these chutes. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!